data science is a discipline that solves problems using mathematical techniques. So the data science, what are the buzz people learning? So the interconnected techniques that we use to solve problem using mathematics. So everything is behind whatever the problems that we solve. So that's nothing magic or something that's not we are taking out of anything box. So that's just including mathematics and solving a problem using the existing data. So where we have data points using mathematics on that, and you will solve the business problems. That's what data science is. For me, it is like after some time of being into IT career, so I'm looking for a discipline that I just want to be mastering. So there, as per my interest, I've been interested in a little math over anything other. So I thought of when I'm searching for the fields that suits my interests. So I found machine learning and data science are the fields that might suit much for me than any other career streams. So I thought of giving a try into that, and I found it more interesting, and I dig deep for more knowledge, and I've been into this. For me, the resources are moreover like nowadays there are so many open resources. There is no such kind of limited resources that you have to get from a specific place, but having a discipline like the curriculum is definitely giving you an urge to learn things. So it will give you an edge of how you follow your steps and what are the steps you have to take each one and each other, and it will help you to understand things in a better way than any other things. So, and resources wise, when you know the topic name and when you know the thing what you're looking to learn. So nowadays online resources are very much great resources are there, but sometimes you may need a couple of push and couple of explanation about things. So for that, a mentorship, if you have any mentor that helps you, that would be great. Not only specifically for me, for any person who is working as data scientist. So the day-to-day activities, moreover, it revolve around data. So whenever we're solving problem, so it will be like around 80% of time we have to deal with the data, cleansing data and things around, and remaining 20 parts building the model and explainability. So how do you present your results and these things. So day-to-day activities will start with taking out data, data mugging, and cleaning the data, processing the data, and all of these things will be there.
Okay, cool.
Thing is, you'll have wide variety of problems. You won't get bored anywhere when you're solving problems. So every problem is different from each other. You'll get knowledge of wide variety of business and things. The least favorite thing for me as of now, I think least favorite thing. So I'm just trying to figure out a black point in the paper. So least. Oh, I'm not able to find any. So the coolest project is one of the problem that we solve to bring on more efficiency in the teams that we work. So that's one of the coolest project that I worked on. So it's compromising of all of these MLDL, NLP, and a lot of things involved in it. NumPy and pandas. So without NumPy and pandas, the world would be very tough. So those are the two packages that gave us a lot of leverage, and those are the packages you can do anything 90% of times. Such limitation. So as I said, so it's just a self-interest and some efforts that you need to put in to become a data scientist. That's the limitation. That's it.
Oh.
So there is no such limitation that specific persons or specific discipline guys, specific persons who have been into a specific degrees, they can only data science. There is no such limitation. It is about the math behind every algorithm you're going to use. So the origin of the algorithm and the application of the algorithm, and how does that defining the results from the input data, and what's the behind mathematics happening for any algorithm. This is the most of the time the discussions will be involved with these things. And apart from that, a little Python, R, Java, C, one of the so here programming language is not a constraint over for a data scientist. So it's just the ability to solve the problem, and it's just the understanding how you understand any algorithm that you're going to use.
Okay.
How you leverage the strength of that algorithm. That's it.
Okay.
So just the first thing I opt for is definitely the communication skills. You have to be confident on what you're doing, and you have to be clear on the thoughts you have. So clarity of thought, confidence, communication, and of course knowledge of what you're doing, like the algorithms. It looked like, so it's a great thing that we are in the part now, as of now. So you might have been going through that. So these days people saying there is going to 2.3 million data science jobs will be there in 2020, 2021, and coming 1-2 years. So this is a great time. So the future looks very bright, as some legacy technologies going out of league, and these new technologies coming into picture, and they're going to play a major role in defining the businesses. No, so both of them are very much nearly related. They're like siblings. You can't differentiate between them much. So some of the times machine learning engineers have been limited to develop the model, and data scientists will be part from defining the problem to solving, and seeing the results whatever they achieved from that solution. Have I've been I do a lot of friends, colleagues in the data science field.
Okay.
A lot of them don't have any CS degree. That's not a constraint. Data science ML is a subset of data scientist. So when you're data scientist, you already been an ML engineer, and vice versa means if he is an ML engineer, he has to build some skills. Like it's not about the technical skills; it's about the problem solving skills. So if you are confident enough that you can take up a problem and solve that to the extent whatever it be, so that's fine. You can go with ML and DS, vice versa. You can switch between
Okay.
the rules. So first of all, it's about some knowledge of statistics, and interest in solving the problem, and knowledge of little mathematics. So that's not a constraint that if you're weak, if you're not like familiar with mathematics, that is a constraint that you're going to be. So I mean, that's being a constraint to be a data scientist. But this is skills and any of the programming language. So programming means scripting language is definitely more than fine, more than enough for anyone to be a data scientist. That so everyone have their own challenges and things. And coming to cooler, so I can't say that cooler, but interesting. Definitely, yes, data scientists will play a very interesting role in entire project life cycle. So if you're working in any of the data science project, then data scientist is the captain of the ship. Kickstart. So first of all, you can know the basics of these algorithms. You can start with that. So you can start with, first of all, the basic regression and classification problems. So first of all, the difference between these problems, and a basic programming language, R or Python. So just a very basic. So very basic is enough to kickstart your leap in this data science world. So these days a lot of guys conducting hackathons and things. So Kaggle is one of the place where you can find the most coolest uh, projects that you can solve. So there you can find it in the problem statement you can provide the solution, and a lot of other hackathons also these days. You can find a lot of competitions like analytics with your a lot of hackathons are happening, and these competitions are being in the market. Actually, there are. So nowadays, every university offering their own data science course, but it is self-interest. So if you ask me, if a degree being there, you will be a data scientist. If that's a question, that's not a rule. That's not a written rule that people has to have a specific college degree to be data scientist.
Okay.
But that's self-interest. So if people wants to go for a degree of 1 year or 2 year course, that's self-interest. But to kickstart your career and to know about what a market is being like and what's the type of problem a specific data scientist is going to solve, so there is no need of any specific college degree. A lot of these days I'm seeing a lot of internship options in LinkedIn as of me in my circle itself. So there are a lot of options in the market right now, because as the market is leaping out, so people are encouraging new thoughts to know how people reacting to these problems and how the approach to solve these problems. For that, they'll always encourage a new blood into the market, so they'll always encourage people to take up these internships in these areas. uh, pull out some time, keep up some efforts, and follow a plan. And if possible, a mentorship will definitely help you.